So we are back at the school. The upperclassmen that perished in the ritual underneath underneath the citadel of the Seven have been returned home. Dawn, Tekka, and Dawn, Tekka, and who else came back? Captain Ball have brought in the bodies. Tekka and Captain Ball have stayed, helping the teachers do a few things, and they are talking to other teachers that are there and the classmates. Dawn, meanwhile, has snuck off. Well, I don't know if it's so much snuck, but he's completed what he wanted to do, and before the day gets any later, he has things he wants to accomplish. So he leaves the school.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're not leaving the school?
Not yet.
Okay, I thought you... That's what
I will be eventually, but
Okay.
not just yet.
Alright, so you're still in the school. You've dropped the bodies. So what do you tend to do? Since you're done helping get the bodies where they're...
So, first thing, I'm going to go to my room. I'm going to retrieve a bedroll from my room.
Gonna retrieve a bedroll. Yes. Alright, so you get to your room. Since we're at your room, what's on your door?
Frustration from having seeing 5 students killed, so it's more or less a bit of a mix of anger and determination to resolve this problem. So,
And how does that reflect on your door?
cloudiness with a lot of fire.
So some storm clouds, but no lightning, but there might be fire in them. Is that how you feel? Okay.
Kind of spread through the clouds.
So you've grabbed the bedroll. Okay.
Retrieve my bedroll, and next thing I want to do is, do I know the potions teacher here?
Probably, I'd say in the amount of time that you've been doing things, that you probably know. You probably know who's doing that teaches that type of thing. Let's see. I will tell you who does that.
Yeah, I know you've got your list.
All right. So the wood elf that you had met, that you all. Sherwin,
yeah, that's right.
You know, she does a lot of healing stuff like that, but she knows how to do that with.
Do simple potions. What was her name again?
Sherwin.
Sherwin. So I'm gonna reach down and grab my neocom, and I'm gonna speak into the neocom and ask for Sherwin if she is available.
So she's still with some of the students that were injured the previous day that were on the expedition. Sadly, there's only 7 students that can go on the expedition for the upperclassmen right now, but those 7 are being tended to by her and several of the other students. So she is, she's in one of the great halls in sort of a makeshift medical area where they're doing all that.
With her replying, I want to make my way that way.
Okay. So that's over near the classroom wing.
Mm-hmm.
So you venture through the school. There's a few of your classmates still around here and there on your current classmates. But the main hall's been cleared at this point. The bodies have been taken somewhere. Some of the teachers you saw, you don't see Tekka or Harry with them. You didn't pass them coming in, so they probably didn't come towards the dorm area. So you pass through and you go into the school section where there's some large rooms that line with the classrooms. So and it's not hard to find where the hustle and bustle of there are teachers being healed and some of the students being healed from the paladin attack the day before.
Do I see Tekka anywhere?
She's like, he is not here. Tekka's not.
Or not Tekka, but Sherwin.
Yes, she's doing some healing spells and rubbing ointments on some of the people.
I'll walk up to her and just apologies for interrupting, but is there anything I can do to help you?
She says, I don't know, what can you do?
Not a whole lot, but I could try.
So she looks down and she grabs a bunch of bloody bandages and stuff, and she hands them. It's like, these need to be washed. So they need to be cleaned.
Well, I did ask. So, okay. How exactly do I get blood out of these?
She pulls out this vial of something, and she says, see that bucket over there? It's like, have warm water in it. So put this in it. It will turn it cold. But you should be able to scrub until the blood comes out.
Okay. So, I think I can do that. So.
Okay. So.
I'll go over and I'll retrieve the bucket, and I will go somewhere to find some water.
There's water in it.
Oh, there's water already in it.
There's water in it. It just needs to be heated.
Okay. You said the vial turns it cold.
But she said it needs to be warm water,
okay.
And then the vial will turn it cold. You do have sacred flame.
I know. I was sitting here just reading. I'm like, I wonder if I can do that.
It's still flame. It's real flame.
Well, that's radiant flame, so
but
yeah.
But radiant is warm.
Yeah. So, well, I'll take the bucket and kind of move away from everybody and everything, because I don't want to just accidentally cause a mishap. So,
all right, roll your radiance. Just to, let's see how hot it gets.
I mean, that's actually, for sacred flame, that's a dex.
The damage. It ain't moving, so it's going to fail a dex save. So.
Okay.
But I just want to see how much radiant you put into it.
Then I'm actually going to put into it. I'll follow you now.
Because it's at room temperature right now, so it's basically how many degrees above?
8.
Okay.
All right. Exactly half.
It's not bad. So you've warmed it up. It's like, do you feel that it's warm enough? 8 degrees more than room temperature.
And so she said to dump the vial in it first, and then I can do the washing. So I'll go ahead and dump the vial in it.
So it's in like a little, almost like a little potions thing. So you pour it in. It goes through and it makes the water cold, but it lifts the heat up out in a form of steam. So it has a layer of steam sitting over it. But everything, the water looks still and so clear underneath, but the steam is above it.
The steam is above.
You can feel the warmth of the warm dampness of the steam, just being near the bucket.
Just being near the bucket. Neat little vial here. So I take some of those bloody rags and I start running them through the water. And
so when you push them down again, you'll feel it really, the warmth of the sort of steam that sort of gets it, and you put it in, and the ice, the water feels like it's almost ice. So it almost stings your hands as you put it in. So As you do
So-
more, let's do a performance.
Knowing or feeling how cold it is, I'm gonna cast task on these rags,
Mm-hmm.
and to keep myself from freezing my hands, I'm gonna have a task to scrub these rags.
Okay, so there's those to go through. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're watching this task, so it's putting him through, and as it's getting the blood off, like
I'm gonna cast it 3 times to keep it, to make multiples of doing it.
okay,
I can cast it up to 3 times.
keep. So you do. So you're putting this. So you're doing this task, and it's like the blood and the grime on these garments float out of the cold and come up, and they get into the steam, and they sort of form little balls of iron and minerals and dirt, and sort of collect. They look like little miniature ball bearings where it pulls through as it cleans.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. I'm gonna have Mage Hand to grab all of those little balls.
I mean, just pull it out.
Mhm. I'm getting some use out of some cantrips right now.
Okay. So you've pulled them out, and they're almost like that. They're just little balls. They're like little ball bearings that's formed. Some of them are harder than others. You know, the iron just looks like a little iron pellet, a couple of iron pellets or so, and then some of the dirt and stuff is formed almost like little round granite balls from where it was earth that had gotten on them where they were dirty during the fighting and what they'd been through.
So this potion just turns everything to little balls?
So what else are you going to do with the dirt? You don't want the water dirty.
That's true. I never knew such a spell existed. So I continue with the task on all of the wraps.
Okay, well you set them to task, so they're
They're gonna
technically
continue,
going to go
yeah.
until they don't think they
Until
can go
they're
anymore.
okay.
Like,
So I've got that going. I'll look up at her. Alright, so these will be done shortly. Was there anything else you needed?
well, the task will be, like I said, it's picking up the clothing. It's going to go until it's clean.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at her and I'm asking, is there anything else that you was needing done?
And then when she sort of pulls back, and you see one of the students and their bellies open, and she's putting their intestines back in them. She said, unless you want to do that, I don't really think you can do much.
No, I definitely don't. But I was actually hoping to ask you for something, but you are too busy with one of these students right now, so...
He said, it's a lot that I have to stuff in here. What do you need?
I was actually going to step out of the school for a little bit, and I was wondering if you might have like a potion or two that, not a potion of healing, but maybe a potion of sleeping.
It's like a sleep potion?
Mm-hmm. A simple one.
Let me see if there's a potion like that.
Or, just something in case I got in a tight spot I can use to help myself get away. Because if you heard about what went on in the Underdark, then I don't want to be caught unprepared.
Like, so there's not really a potion. If you're in trouble, you want someone to actually try to drink the potion? Or are you just looking for a simple spell?
Maybe a potion that I can add to something that said person might drink.
So she's thinking. So I'm seeing So she looks again. She's looking through her little bag, just shifting through.
I mean, a potion of paralysis or sleeping draft or anything like that. I'm just curious. I mean, if there is such a thing.
Is that you may. Let me see if I can add this to your inventory. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Because there is something might be able to add to the inventory. She said, I don't give this to you lightly, but from what you've been through.
If I have no need for it, I'll return it to you.
So you may go check your inventory what she handed you. It's this little round thing. She says, don't drop it. It does start with sleep.
Oh, good lord.
She's not a subtle elf, like for every time we've seen her. She says we use these during times of problems. Just be aware that you can hurt yourself just as much.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for your time too. And if I find anything out in town that could be useful for helping you with these students, I'll be sure to bring it back.
We'll patch them up. They just have a couple days until they leave, so they got to be ready. Or they might miss the window.
Let's hope not. Because we need this expedition. The town needs this expedition. So, I turn and walk away.
Alright.
And go and walk outside. So, walking through the courtyard. Oh my goodness. Why did I forget her name?
Belle.
Belle. Yeah. Do I see her anywhere?
The observatory's to your left as you're heading out.
Okay. I just want to, I mean.
So you don't.
That's 18 on perception.
There are trees over through there. Most time people don't see Belle very often during the day. It's usually around dusk time or morning, but during the bright time, you don't see her too often.
Okay. I'm glad. I don't want smacked. So I tread lightly towards the gate of the school. So I'll open the gate. Is there any guards still posted up outside?
Oh, there's always guards. There's your normal row of guards every so often are still there, watching.
Do I recognize the guards that are right outside the gate?
I remember they all look very similar to what they wear.
So
I will say now that you with the passives that you have with this character now, because you have much better passive investigation. You notice though that there are more guards lined up than the paladins that match them now. So there are quite a few less. It's almost like 1 to 3 at least, maybe 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Yeah, 1 paladin
So
to 4 knights now.
looking across the street at the paladins, what are they doing?
But they're still standing.
They're
facing.
just standing there facing.
They're just many less.
Okay. Since the sinking of the cathedral, and now the destruction of the cathedral, have the paladins had any bell ringing?
I don't believe so. I don't think anyone's heard any bells because there's no.
Okay, I'm just wondering if they had a backup bell, or
You know, I'd say that you probably would listen to it since you know, but you've not heard it.
I've not heard it.
You've not heard it in the months that you've been here by yourself.
So now that just makes me wonder how they're receiving their orders. Let's get another pen. This pen is not. Yeah. I walk up to one of the guards and ask when the next train to town will be.
They run through pretty consistently.
When was the last one that came through?
Maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. There's probably another one in about 20.
Okay. Where are our colored pens?
Do you need a pencil?
I use one of her multicolored pens, I guess. She has multicolored.
Yeah.
All the dark pens are gone.
Did you see that one, or is that one yours?
I think that's the one he was using.
Yeah, that's it doesn't work very well.
Gotcha.
So I'll excuse myself away from them and I'll go wait by the train or the train tracks and wait for a train to come.
They usually one comes along, the front of the gate, because the school, people are usually coming and going. Of course, over the last few months, there have been quite a few less people coming and going since the number of students is drastically lower, and it has been lowered yet again in the last 24 hours.
Yep. The last 24 hours, yeah. That's kind of weighing heavy on me. So
eventually the train comes up. It's like, are you heading out of town or into town?
heading into over to the old part of town.
Okay, so go to the old slums, as everyone calls them.
Yeah, pretty close.
Which isn't necessarily this compared to the rest of the place. It's not bad. It's more what you're used to. It's not the shining, tall buildings of the downtown and market areas, but so you ride down towards the old slums.
And the entire ride, I'm just sitting by myself and just pondering on why we had to lose 5 more students. Angry that we did.
Then people get on and off. They get on and off a few here, a few there. No one really tries to sit down next to you. But eventually, you get down to downtown. A couple of people get off the train with you. They're not dressed too fancy. They're very common clothes and just relaxed clothes, work clothes. So you're down here.
Okay.
With your cloak.
Huh?
With your cloak.
With my cloak, yeah. Oh, and something I forgot to mention. I left my armor.
Oh, so your armor. Okay.
I did not take it with me.
That's fine.
So
you're just in regular everyday clothes.
and I've got my cloak. So
and your cloak.
I start making my way towards fees.
Okay. Now again, you go by your favorite bathhouse.
Yeah.
As you go. And eventually, your little doll stirs as you're walking, and looks up and says, "It's been a long day, hasn't it?"
And it's gonna be a long night too.
Can't sleep.
It's not nighttime yet, so why would I want to sleep yet?
Oh, you said it's going to be a long night. So, I just assume that your wishes that you were asleep now. I said, I myself can take a nap all the time. I slept like a board during your fight earlier.
Yeah, I noticed. Normally you're awful chatty.
Well, I don't like those paladins of the Seven very much.
That's why we're taking a little trip.
And your little head people pop up too. It's like, we don't really like them much either.
That's why all four of us we're taking a little trip. And the dog too.
Like, well. So, but those, what do you think the paladins were doing?
I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
We are?
I am. You are.
You mean
all of us?
I mean, you mean we are, and you're going to find out from what we think.
Whose side are you on?
The left.
Yeah, stay on the left and quit it.
It's like, well, I'm right.
That doesn't mean you're left either.
So, no, I am left.
I thought you was right.
So, actually, I'm hungry.
How can you be hungry? You don't have a physical stomach.
I need spiritual nourishment.
And what satisfies that hunger?
So, well, that is a good question.
Yeah, it is. And you're not going to answer?
You wouldn't understand.
Probably not, but you can at least tell me and I can make an attempt to.
Well, feeding the soul is different for everybody. Sometimes it's just hard to explain.
So then I start wondering, how would I feed my own soul?
They wonder that too.
Get out of my mind. Both of you.
It's like,
all three of you.
They're like, well, technically, that's all. We're always in your mind. The one of them's like, I take residence behind your left eye. So,
but
and
you're on the
another one's
right.
like,
why would you take residence behind my left?
well, to help you see better. To see what I see.
The right? Or the left? Or the in-between?
Well, I help you see many things.
What are you helping me see right now?
Apparently that stump you're about to trip over, dexterity saving throw because you're in distracted walking.
15.
You stumble, but you catch yourself.
You didn't allow me to see it fast enough. What's the point of having three of you if you're not even going to help me on that?
The little doll sits there and goes, "What's life without a little bit of fun?"
No one asked you either. I was talking to them, not you.
Well, what if I'd have fallen out of your pocket? What would you have done?
You would have chased me down and climbed back in.
Well, that's the problem. I wouldn't have been able to chase you down.
You can't walk?
So I can't walk without you. Remember, we're a package deal, buddy. Wherever you go, I go. But if I'm not around, bad things, man. Bad things.
So I gotta make sure you're always around.
Yep. Focus on me.
In that case,
Not here, though. Look where you're watching. She covers your pocket over there.
would you like a different pocket to go into?
No, this one smells okay now. She pulls out this little rag and starts wiping. She says, I have cleaned it thoroughly.
At least something on me is clean right now. That was a lot of blood and a big battle and a lot of sweat and a lot of anger and a lot of emotions.
Oh, you didn't take much damage, did you?
No. Well, I did, but I got healed.
No. You only got hit once, though, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
But still.
But it was enough.
Still, I done a lot of hitting, so it's a lot of blood.
And she reminds you that you did a lot of hitting from far off.
I don't
You're
want to be
welcome.
I don't want to be up close to him.
She said you're welcome. So,
What, are you taking credit for that?
And little hands appear around her and claw.
So that was all you that was doing the hitting, not me.
Well, I'm helping you have the ability to do that. Like, after all, we're partners. Not that type of partner.
No. I don't know what kind of partner you would mean, so I'm confused.
One of the heads just sort of shakes their heads. Literally. And I'm like, I'm not telling him.
Alright then. Anyway, let's carry on. The three of you just shush.
They're like, well, we're here if you need us. And the two heads sort of sink back in.
Three.
The doll, though, sort of turns around as she wraps herself in your pocket and gives you a mean look. She sort of pulls it up too. He says, we going back to the dollhouse?
Yeah. See if he's made anything new. I'll find you a playmate.
So, she said, okay. So, I don't like how he tries to look at me. He seems to think I'm one of his dolls.
Would you like to be one of his dolls?
Say, I'm your doll. I'm a one doll kind of person. What do you think? I'm like some type of tramp?
What's a tramp?
She chooses not to answer. But you didn't say no. So she pouts.
I don't know what a tramp is, so how am I supposed to know?
She said, not me.
Okay, not you then.
And she just sort of pouts.
But still, I mean, you know, there would be nothing wrong with having two dolls. One.
He said, you. She
I mean,
does not like that. She said, am I not good enough for you? Is my powers not good enough that I give you?
No, I was just gonna give you somebody to, you know, to sit in the pocket with. At least you wouldn't be in the pocket alone.
I'm never alone. I'm always close to your heart. And she pulls out a knife, a little wooden knife, and says, do not forget that. Because I don't share well.
Not gonna forget that then. And I pull out the orb of remembrance. And I speak into that. Do not forget.
She does not share.
She does not share.
She does not share. Ever.
Ever.
Ingrain the thing of her with this little knife. Because
Or
really, she could slip it right through your ribs, straight to your heart.
do not piss the little doll off. I might die.
There is no might.
Oh.
She's like, there is no try.
Only do. Only do. Okay, well, I'm glad to know that.
He says, I am the only doll that goes in your pocket. That includes your other pockets. And then she said, matter of fact, and she waves her hands, you now have no pockets on your pants.
I need those.
She said, you get them back when I can trust you.
At least I still have my bag of holding.
Don't make me. What else what did you stuff something in there? Is there something you don't want me to see?
No, I was going to give you a place to, to do whatever you wanted and
Oh, so you're trying to get rid of me?
No, I'd never get rid of you.
It's like you want to send me some interdimensional hellscapes that will float around waiting for you to come grab me when it's convenient? I see how it is. You want to put something else in his pocket? You want something in your pants pockets because you're awful upset about losing those pockets. I can see it. I can feel your heart beating.
Yeah, the hearts of the paladins that killed those 5.
Well, hopefully those aren't beating anymore.
I want to make sure.
I agree. But your heart only beats for me.
Otherwise, you'll cut it out.
I won't cut it out.
You just pierce it.
I just say that I might have a new pocket. It's probably laying down in
She's
front.
on the couch in the front room.
Surprised she's not asleep.
She probably about fell asleep and woke up.
Yes, I definitely do not want that. So, yes, I'm going to make sure that I stay on your good side. Yeah, the nothing in the pocket side.
This is mine.
Do I need to...
And you notice now that she has a needle of thread and she's stitching stuff inside your pocket.
You continue doing that. I'm going to go talk to Fee.
So you've almost, during this time, it's like you've almost got this Fee shop, so you're outside the door of Fee's.
So, I'm going to look up, does it appear as if the shop is still open?
Yeah, it doesn't have the shutters down or it's closed. But the only way you know for sure is to test the door, see if it's been
I'll
locked.
walk up and check the door.
And the door seems unlocked.
Okay. Then I open the door and walk inside.
So you go through and a little bell rings and it turns out it's not a little bell. It's some little dolls and they're ringing a bell. Ding, ding, ding. And they're like, the weirdo's back.
Nice to see you too. Dolls. I see you all have not changed or been sold yet.
Not yet.
Yet.
So they're ringing and eventually Fee comes out.
Fee! I'm back. It's been a little bit.
I'm trying to remember the Fee voice. It was a little funny. Oh, you're back. It's like, it's nice to see you again. It's like, have you come back to get a doll or show a doll?
I have a doll, but showing you the doll might mean the death of me, so...
Oh, I know your doll. I see her right now, and if you look down, her little hands, and she's like glaring at him through there's like a through. He said, if it's between me and you really need to recast the magic on that, because someone's a little grouchy.
I'd be afraid to recast the magic on that.
And one of the little hands has a little knife on it now.
Yeah. Down. Play nice.
So she plops down in your pocket and pulls out her little needle and thread and keeps selling.
Well, no doll right here, right now, but I did want to show you one thing, though. I've managed to actually make a bag of holding, though.
Oh, so
And I pull out the bag of holding.
oh,
You,
so the lessons have paid off.
I'm learning slowly, but I'm surprised that I'm actually able to learn anything
Hey.
because,
Hey, slow and steady,
I mean, you always...
or just really slow and steady. In your case,
Extremely slow, yeah. Yeah, that's what everybody seems to think. I'm extremely slow.
you're not slow. Well, yes, you are. But does anyone criticize the tortoise? Because that is what he's meant to be. So the important thing is the tortoise gets to where he's meant to go when he's meant to be there. Oh, and he follows the path he's supposed to. It doesn't matter if it takes you a month, where it might take others 2 days. But what matters is that you went on that journey. So, and it's yours. You didn't you have your own thing, and no one can take away that you made something yourself. So I am quite excited.
I just hope it works like you have tried to teach me.
Well, the thing is, that's the nice thing. Nothing's ever really truly done. It is done for today, but it doesn't mean that tomorrow it might have new life or new purpose. Isn't that right? 6 months ago you had no purpose, and you have a new purpose now. It's like you are not who you were when you first walked in here and you bought the massage doll.
Yeah, the cleaning doll.
And the cleaning dogs.
And that one that, I don't know, you said was the ladies would like. Which I gave it to.
The hysteria doll.
Yeah. I gave it to one of the ladies.
Is she no longer hysterical?
Oh no, she's always hysterical.
Then you make sure to tell her twice a day, 3 times on Friday. Be never wrong. It's like,
Would that actually work on a doll?
Now you know that you never asked for the instruction manual.
I didn't know that there was an instruction manual.
You didn't ask. Here's the instruction manual. Now it's in pictures. I don't think I'm going to seal it up. And he stamps it on. He's like, here. It's like, now it is not meant for you. We do have a doll for that type of thing, but after spending months with you, just make sure to give this sealed instruction scroll to your friend. Do not break the seal. If you break the seal, I've made it to where the words will disappear. But just make sure to just maybe slide it under the drawer.
I don't know if I scroll it.
Hey, you can fly.
I might be able to do something. I mean, she's all the time passing the letters underneath my door, so I should be able to do that.
Oh, she's passing letters to you now, is she? Oh, it's like before or after the hysteria.
Before and after?
So she has passed letters after the hysteria.
It's usually her being more hysterical.
It's like, has she asked for a second doll?
No.
Maybe she is upset with the current doll. So he pulls out a couple attachments. Maybe she is.
Well, this might be a fun conversation later.
So, and he slides them out, and there's like 5 different attachments for the hysteria. And she's like, do you think that any of these she would like?
I don't know. She's pretty mad at me right now. So
May I suggest this one? said gets them every time. If she's so hysterical with you, this will calm her. Trust me.
So,
Like,
all 6 of these attachments then?
no. It's like you'll never see her again.
Oh.
But this attachment right here is the most popular, so I am told. My own wife cures her hysteria with this.
Must be pretty good since you made it.
Well, we do what we can.
How much do I owe you for the attachment?
Tell you what, I just want to review. So on the letter, on the instruction manual, like have her write what she thinks of the hysteria cure, and write a review, and I will post it on our wall.
You're gonna post it on the wall?
And he points over, and there's like 6 or 7 reviews already on the wall.
And I walk over close to where those are, and I'm like, what are all these saying? So, can I read them?
Yes, you can read them. You can read one.
You're gonna make sure and get creative, aren't you? Yeah.
What am I...
All you gotta do is read. All you gotta do is read it.
Okay.
There's 3 reviews.
Okay. So I start reading one of them. The very first one looks like the oldest one up there.
Oh, the oldest one up there. It's Fee's wife. And it says, "Thanks to this, I stayed with my husband."
But I'm not married to her. So...
But she will be your friend forever.
Even though I'm mad at her and she's mad at me and it's just an argument every time.
That's like, why are you mad?
She left me for 6 months.
With someone else?
I don't know where she was at.
Did she take the doll?
I don't know. No, because I didn't see her for 6 months. I met you after she left.
Well, that's why she left for 6 months. If you would have given her the doll before she left, I guarantee she would not have left you.
I didn't know you before then.
Well, it's not my problem. But now, thanks to this doll, you have something to talk to her about. So, she won't. Trust me, she won't leave you again.
Oh.
Like you all will be. There are directions in there that you can help her with this, if she so wishes. So that is on the back side of the page. But she will get to it if she reads the directions, trust me. So.
But I can't read them.
No.
Okay.
They are not meant for your eyes. They are only meant for the owners.
Alright then. Well, so I'll take the attachment and I'll take this scroll. Let's see if this bag of holding works. Shall we?
Well, we'll find out. And he steps behind the cover, and there's a big metal wall. And he sort of looks out. He said,
You don't have a lot of faith in me, do you?
"Do you have a lot of faith in you?"
You trained me, so
Yeah.
if you don't have faith in me, then am I supposed to have faith in me?
It took me 6 months to get you here. So, like I said, slow and steady, careful and ready. And he slides behind the wall a little bit. And he closes a little door, and he slides a little slit.
Now you're starting to act like the doll in my pocket with the little slit.
And you look down, and then you realize that your little doll is also inside of that little slit, and she's looking out the slit too. Yeah,
I thought you said you couldn't get away from me.
She says, "As long as I can see you, it's okay."
How did you get over there? You said you couldn't walk.
I flew. And she tugs on Fee's shirt. So these attachments. Do they come in different sizes?
Do they come in splinters or toothpicks?
And the door and the little door slides closed, and he says, "Whenever you're ready, go ahead and put it in the bag of holding."
I'll start with the
Don't you dare use my
attachment.
gift.
And I'll take I'll pull out the bag of holding, and I'll open it up, and
So Don feels confident about putting it in.
I stick it in hard.
The attachment, it's like it swallows it up.
Somewhere Peppers feels like she just got stabbed.
And just so you put the attachment and the.
I just start with the attachment first.
And it just sort of disappears inside the bag.
Alright, so I didn't die or disappear or anything. So
Give it a minute. Not literally.
Well, you say give it a minute, so I was giving it a minute. So I take a hand and I reach it back in. I reach into the bag of holding and see if I can find it.
Mm-hmm. So you reach down and you go through and you picture it in your mind as Feast taught you about the bag of holding. It's like you think what you want in it, and it comes to your hand and you pull it out.
So I pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, and as you pull it out of the bag, you're standing there with the attachment, and the door opens, and someone walks in, and you're holding the attachment, and the person walks out.
What was that about?
And the little dolls that are ringing, they're like, they ring the bell. It's like, well, they're not coming back.
Did I do it or did they do it?
Oh, have we not done it yet?
But I did. I stuck it in the bag once, and then I stick it back in the bag.
One of the dolls says, "Don't stick it in and out too much."
And then I reach in and grab it, and I pull it back out. Wow, what's it gonna do? And I keep.
I'm not.
You know, like the little slits open, and your little doll, you know, and when it opens up, you notice your little doll has like a little coin that she's trying to give. She's trying to give to ask for a commission, and she's like, "Oh," she said, "Stop playing with it and put it in the bag. You'll go blind. Put it in your bag."
Okay, so I put it in the bag, and I stick the scroll in the bag.
Yeah, so I think it works.
Yeah.
Good. And if he comes out.
See? You trained me. I done all right.
Now, what is the golden rule for that bag?
Don't forget what you put in the bag.
That is a good rule. Yes, that is a good rule. But what is one of the rules I taught you for this bag?
$17 on a history.
Okay. Never put another bag of holding in a bag of holding. That is rule number 1, and he's preached it every day.
So what was it that happens if I done that?
No, you won't have to worry about it. But just know that it would be the last thing you never have to worry about. Ever.
That bad, huh? Alright then, well. Thank you. I will remember that. And I grab my remembrance orb and
The other thing to remember is that it's like you only have so much magic to create your magic items. If you happen to create something else and the bag of holding was the oldest, it will disappear and all the contents will spill out as you create other items. In time, you'll be able to create more items. But for now, you only can do so many.
This pen does right here.
You just want a pencil.
Man, I can walk outside and get one, but
Here's this. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. Let's see.
I'll try.
May get a pack of pens.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just forgot to get
They
them.
all keep disappearing. I had a bunch of pens. So you remember that you only can fabricate so much because it is taxing to keep and it keeps your magic tied up. And your doll's like, yes.
No. Do what I can to remember that. That's why I got this remember.
Yes. And do not forget to remember about using the orb.
And I'll make a note of that too.
No, you don't send it into the orbs of remembrance, right?
Yeah. I'll make a note.
you make a note. Just want to make sure. Because that'd actually be funny that you made
A note.
a note.
Yeah. Alright, well. Fee, probably need to get moving along. About how long has it been since I left the school?
Probably about an hour.
An hour? So it's starting to get to the afternoon and I've got... That's something I'm gonna do. Just wanted you to know I was thinking about you for a little bit and wanted to show off this bag of holding that I made.
It's very good. It's like, and remember, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It just matters that you do it correctly.
Yeah, and
So
I'll be sure to give Pepper this attachment. I'm sure she'll like it.
remember my comment about doesn't matter how long it takes. Too short, bad. Too long, bad too.
Okay. I don't know what that's for, but yeah, okay. I'll pass along your expertise.
Thanks.
So one of these days you're gonna show me how to make these clockwork dolls, right?
No, so but for now, it's like you've learned some very important things. I've given you the plans that you can try to create your own doll. So I'd say that whenever you feel comfortable, you can probably try to make a doll. When you feel ready.
So, I'll think about it. Then again, I probably won't think about it because if I made a doll, then my doll that's supposed to be in my pocket, speaking of which, where is she? Might kill me if I do that.
She's over talking to the ones with the bells.
Oh, yeah. So, have you made any new dolls? Anything I've not seen?
Not for a while. I was so busy with commissions that you were asking for. Are there any just the basic, the massager dolls, the cleaner dolls, the hysteria dolls? We've got a couple, fetch dolls that can do tasks for you, but nothing lately. No personable dolls. Is there happen to be a doll that you would like me to make? It's been a little while since I made one for you.
Wonder if there's one. Wonder if you are able to make one that can help the school, like specifically. Oh goodness, I done forgot her name. That little.
Sherwood?
Yeah, Sherwood. With like potions and stuff like that.
Well, he says, well, you can pour your thoughts into this orb like we've done for the other dolls. You give me the perception, and I can infuse it into the doll. So you may think of her and touch the orb and transfer what you know of this person.
I don't know much of her, but
well, you can roll. You can roll history and see how much you know of her to pour it in.
8. No, sorry. 5.
So, well, you pour what you know into it.
Yep.
So it's like, and I will make a doll and infuse it for what you know. Sadly, the only thing you remember, she's really good at stuffing intestines into somebody.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
But you don't know that. But that's
what
you do.
goes into it, yeah. Well, thank you, Fee. I'm gonna get ready and head out of here. I just wanted to stop and check and see how you were doing, and
No, I'm doing good. This commission will be wonderful. Well, technically, you have 2 commissions, and the doll is back in your pocket. She gives the thumbs up.
I thought you hated this place.
She's like, it's grown on me.
Like everything else. So, until next time, Fee.
And it's like, hopefully soon.
I turn and walk out.
Alright. So where do you go now? Do you go back to the train place, or are you going to do more in
I
the
go to
old
water.
slums?
I go to Waterworks.
You go to Waterworks?
Mm-hmm.
So do you go into Waterworks?
I do.
You come in, it's like, oh! It's like, looking for another shift, any bath today?
Not today.
We have
actually.
your bathing suit over on the wall.
That's not entirely my purpose for being here today.
You really need a bath though. You look awful dirty. It's like I recognize the underdark crime.
Yeah, but I don't need it right now though. But I will need it here
But I think you do.
in a few hours. No, actually, what I need is you said before that these pipes or these tunnels run all throughout underneath the city.
He sits there and looks and goes, oh yes, like we have premium baths all over the place, and it's all based on where it is. You know, they're quite expensive depending where you go and what they do, and what's brought down the quality water.
I'm not looking for a bath, but what I am looking for is you to point me in a direction to where I can get to the 7th.
It's like, oh.
I pull out a gold coin
And
and
persuade him. He's a little nervous about that, even with the gold coin.
and
He said, that's very religious water.
but if you'll listen and if you write a note to Belle, I will personally hand deliver it to you if you take me there. And I know you love Belle.
Yes. So this.
And
So it's your persuasion.
17.
He's a little nervous because again, this is not a human that stands before you. So he's.
All you have to do is tell me how to get there. And once I come back,
And he leans forward. He's like, I know you. I don't think I could tell you anything that'll work well.
okay, well then show me.
That's what I was afraid of. He said, I'd hate to lose a valued customer.
You're not gonna lose me.
Well, the pipes are treacherous, and besides, that holy water that they spout that comes down through there, man, could be rough. You know, after all, look at your face. Thing could make it worse. You know, you don't mess with gods and their water and other fluids.
Would you rather me just wander around down here until I find it myself?
No, That'd be bad for business if you get lost.
And then you're gonna want me to come back as a repeat customer, and you're also gonna want me to spread the word on how good of a bathhouse this is.
Well, you don't have to do that. Just say that we're the best waterworks,
Oh,
and we're the best at what we do. Remember, Orlo, we are the best at what we do.
you're the best at what you do.
No crap gets by us.
And I pull out my rim roll. and I jot that down. Or I put that in the rim roll. Yeah, I'll be sure to
So
spread the word.
That's our logo. We actually made T-shirts. So, your little doll, Sir Pokes, he said, do they have tiny sizes?
Do you have one in the doll size?
So, matter of fact, we have a doll with it on right now. It fit right in your pocket.
The shirt only. I mean, I'm a one doll kind of guy.
A little confused by that statement. But he's like, okay, and he takes the little promotional doll off, and then he just sort of chucks the doll into the trash, and she says, "Yeah, you're trash." And she takes the shirt.
See? Now you made my doll happy.
No. Then she says, "Look, it's a nightgown." And she just spins around, and she sits down and continues to sew on the inside of your pocket.
So you're gonna take me to underneath the 7?
The manager's like, yes, against my better judgment, but I can't take you the whole way.
You just point me in the direction once you have to leave.
Okay. Don't know how well. Just understand, I don't think you can come back the way that we're taking you. You understand?
You don't think I can get back through the sewers, or well, no, I can't call them sewer. You don't think I can
The
get back through the
waterworks.
waterworks?
Yeah, the bathhouses.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the bathhouses, they're exit only this way.
Oh.
So that's why we don't go there much, because it's not good to come back in. So you'd have to find the exit, the waterworks there.
Well, in that case, if I can't come back,
otherwise known as the holy shit place.
well, in that case, I mean, if I'm gonna take this letter to Bill, you might want to write it down. That way, I can take it with me.
Oh, you
If I
mean
can.
this letter?
Uh,
It's like it's always ready to talk to Bill.
so,
He
yeah.
said, "Oh wait," and he pulls out like a little bag that's. It's like here.
Give that to
And
her.
it's like leather wrapped or whatever to make sure that it doesn't mess the letter up. It's like waterproof.
Yeah. So I take it and stick it in the bag of holding.
In the bag of holding. So, oh, good, a bag of holding. So make sure to keep that closed
Mm.
as you go through the.
It's sealed and tucked away.
Because you can fill up with water. It can. It
No.
can.
Yeah, it's sealed and tucked away. So, all right. So, shall we scurry off?
I'm still against my better judgment, but if there's a small chance that this can make the way to Bell, that rings in my heart. Yeah, why not?
I thought I'd see it. I thought you'd see it my way. And I flip in the gold coin.
Okay. Well, technically we're going through the baths, so you really should. You're going to get a bath on the way. Don't you want to go ahead and have your normal bath fee included in this?
I'm on a mission.
Yeah,
I'll come back and take a bath as soon as I get back.
But you're going to get one going through that seems sort of unfair. That you're going to get a free bath going through, and it's a holy one at that.
I have to pull out a silver piece and I'll flip it to him.
See, you've always been fair. You're I knew that you wouldn't take us.
Oh, I can't take you. You've been too good to me.
Mm-hmm. At this point, you notice your doll has also got snuck off while you're talking, and she's come back and she's found some of those leather wraps, and she has wrapped herself in the leather wraps. And there's this she looks like a little mummy and has this sort of a slit.
You just don't want to get wet, do you? You afraid your wood's gonna mold?
She's wrapped up.
Just take you a nap.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we proceed?
Okay, so you go down into the waterworks, in the normal place that you usually do your baths. You didn't bring your suit this time. So, the manager takes you through and goes up, and you work your way through, and you come to a large pipe. And so this is as far as I think that we should go. With me being an undesirable and all, I don't really think that it'd be good if I cross over into their land. They don't seem to take very kindly to that. Heck, I'm surprised they like the water mingling. But this great pipe that is before us is having water just stream down.
How hard's the water flowing?
Well, it's coming okay. I mean, it's not like super harsh, but it's like you're going to have to climb. What you're going to do is you're going to have to climb up this pipe, and then you'll be in the district of the 7. It's like, and that will take you into the waterworks office there. Now they aren't as friendly as us, even before all this stuff.
I didn't want to go into a waterworks. I wanted to go into the city. Is there not another access to the city?
Well, you're getting into the district through the waterworks. There's a waterworks in each district.
And there's no way around it?
Oh, he sits there and looks. He says, well, this is the safest way unless you want to use someone's private bath. You wish to go through someone's home? Through their baths?
Probably be better than going up into the waterworks.
He goes, tell you what, you're such a good customer. He said, and he takes off his work suit. He said, here, why don't you put on this suit? And then you'll look like a patron and a worker there. You'll look official. They'll have no idea. They'll have no idea that you're from another district. Well, that sounds good, right? Just you can come up. You'll probably be able to walk through without any problem at all.
You think so?
Well, I think it's a better shot than coming up through in someone's bedroom.
Probably. But then again, what's the likelihood of there actually being somebody home?
I don't know. Do you really want to find out?
Not right off. You're probably right. So, the place that we're standing at, is it dry? I mean...
Yeah, it's dry where you're standing. You got to go into the pipe that the water's coming out.
All right. Well, what time of day was it whenever I went into waterworks?
Afternoon. Still not dark.
Still not dark.
Still not dark yet. It's close. We're getting closer.
Okay. So...
It's like should be near the ends of the day shift.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking me to where I can enter into the 7th from here. I'll take it from here. I appreciate it, and I'll make sure Bill gets your letter.
Oh, like, I hope that it makes it.
I hope so too. I hope I make it.
Oh, well, you're human, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you've got a better chance than me.
That's true. That's true. Well, I'm gonna sit tight here and I'm gonna take a little nap.
Okay, so he's gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long are you taking a nap for?
I'm gonna take a short rest and just kind of hang out
Till dark?
until after dark. So, at least 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. So we, the sun sets and the moon guides through.
Mm-hmm.
Your little doll has been sleeping too. So still in her little wrapped up cocoon looking, almost sleeping bag type thing.
Okay. So when I know it's pretty good and dark, I'm gonna go ahead and slip on the little waterworks outfit, and I'm gonna try and climb the pipe.
All right, so you're just gonna start doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's you can do an athletics or acrobats trying to get through this pipe.
They both suck, so let's see. That's a 2. No, sorry, 4.
All right, so it is difficult to get through this water. It is very, very hard, but it's not enough to.
Okay, I started to say I'm gonna cast resistance against bludgeoning, so.
Okay, yeah. So the water, because it's basically bludgeoning force to come through.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still you're pushing through. Just
Slowly.
It's just hard. You eventually get to the edge of the water to where it's not coming against you. But since you went slow, I need a Constitution saving throw to see how you feel.
14.
Okay. So I'm just going to say that you just took 1 damage through all that because it was a lot of pounding, a lot of other stuff.
Okay.
You know, it staves off exhaustion, but still, it was enough just to fight through that.
Okay.
So you're there. You've made your way into the bottom of the waterworks station. It's very similar to the one that you've been at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's hard to figure out where to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you make your way up into the main office?
We changed something. I wonder what did it. Crap, flipping back and forth. I forgot whatever we done took out the disguise self.
No, that's okay. Well, technically you've got
I know,
this
but
on.
I still wanted the spell too. But okay, anyway. So with that disguise, I climb on up out of the pipe and everything like that. And so I'm looking around. Is there anyone around?
All right. Well, there's 2 things. You can either try to do deception or performance to act like them working there. There's not too many. There's a couple people up there. Again, it's the night shift. They're just doing various things. So either you can try to pretend or try to deceive them.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, so you've been in and out of the place all the time. You've seen the workers at this point. So you go through check and do stuff and
Grab a wrench and start turning knobs.
yeah, just in this check you come through. You look like you own the place. You look like the workers, but you know that they take it off. They take these suits off before they leave. So you don't think anything of it. You go through, you act like you do. You go through the procedures, and you just you take it off at the door where you go to, and you can walk out the door if you wish. You walk out the door.
I do. I make sure that my cloak is up over my head before I.
Just go. It is night, so that's what people wear. So no one thinks the wiser of it. They just thought that you came from working the pipes and through, and so you're out. So
what do I see outside?
It's relatively cloudy, but the moon is causing things to shine a little bit. There are a few torches here or there. The streets are mostly barren.
Mostly barren. Okay. So.
Because it is dark. It's several hours after dark.
Okay, but I can see in dark, so I have no problem.
So you don't really see many, like that. There's not many people scurrying around right now.
Okay. So what kind of buildings are close to me?
A lot of homes and stuff through here. Just general stuff.
Okay. My knowledge of having been here or walked through the district before, do I know where any of the
your knowledge of the district is all the roads led to where the cathedral was.
Okay.
Because it's like a big wheel with the streets coming in to. So you can walk one direction to walk your way out of the district, or you can head deeper, or you can intersect with all these sort of spokes.
I'm trying to.
But you've never been to the waterworks section, so you've not been here.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly, start making my way towards where the cathedral was.
Okay.
I want to go that way, but I want to be very vigilant as to whether or not I see any paladins. Not. I want to make sure on if I see anyone really, but I'm specifically looking for paladins or anyone that could be of importance.
So this is where we go. Do you want to act like? Are you trying to use stealth to not seen at all, or you want to?
Oh no, I'm wanting to walk like I belong there.
So just do a performance. It's like walk like you own where you stand.
9. 9.
No. So again, there's not a lot of people around. So most of the boards are shut up. People are in their homes. Occasionally you see a few people walking here and there, but it's very, very few.
Very, very few.
Some people are tending to the lights. They come through and they'll cast a little bit of magic to keep the light going, to refresh it.
Do those people look like that they are?
No, they're not
do they look like they're members of the order?
The only people that live here right now
are the ones
they are order members.
Okay. So moving along, I want to also be observant of any of the buildings that I'm passing, whether or not any of them might be significant to what they're doing.
You're not seeing a lot of shops. So apparently the waterworks is near where most of the homes. So this must be where a lot of people just flat out live. The buildings aren't big. Okay. They look better built than the slums because they were very, very old. But these are not as old. But they're not super fancy.
Okay.
There's not a ton of the metal type buildings. The one thing that you have noticed that you've never really ever seen any of the clockwork beings in this section. They've never used it much, unlike some of the other places. Everywhere you go, there's usually some clockworks, but there's been very few clockworks. If you like, the couple times you were here, if you ever saw a clockwork, they were walking with somebody.
Yeah.
But the other districts, many times the clockworks are performing tasks, carrying boxes, building stuff, moving things, standing around, or following somebody.
So I don't see any of those. Alright, so I'm gonna continue walking until I reach where the cathedral was,
okay.
or
So eventually you get near the end of the spoke, so to
Okay.
speak, in the center ring, because it was this big round square, which is weird to call a round, but it's still a square.
Yeah.
And where the hole is, and at this point around the hole, you do see some paladins. There's a couple paladins. They look like they're standing a watch around the hole, and around the hole there are many candles and some flowers or some other stuff. It's like it's almost like it's a remembrance. But they all stand at attention around this. There's maybe 4, like one at each corner, facing the east northwest. And then again, but the whole people have put offerings and gifts and other stuff. It's like a visual.
Yeah. Okay. So, just observing them for a minute. I mean, do they move or anything, or they just stand at attention at the ready? Or
They're just standing, but they don't really react to you. But how far off are you from them? Because this is quite a large square.
I'm within eyesight, so I mean, you said it's dark, so I can see very well in the dark. So I want to remain, a good distance from them. I don't want to walk up close to them.
Yeah, because it's not very bright through these sections, but where those candles are burning, you can sort of see them more in this little dim light. That most of the
more
candles
than they can see me.
Yeah, most of the candles emanate like 10 feet, pretty good, but then it's sort of hazy. But you can see them. The candles flicker and shine on their armor. You can.
Can I make out the symbol that's on the armor?
It's definitely the peach and the duck on them.
Okay, on all 4 of them. All right. So, looking around, can I kind of tell exactly what direction any buildings of importance might be? Something non-residential?
There's few. There was, you did come down an alley that had food and drink, and there were some commerce, like a little bit of market and stuff like that too.
I'm specifically looking for like war stuff, like information. So I'm trying to do a scouting mission to see if I can gather intelligence. So I'm trying to locate a building that might potentially have some sort of plans in it. So do I see anything? I'll start just walking up and down a couple of the streets that are close to me to see if I can find anything through there.
Well, the cathedral was always their operations. Of course,
but they had to move it somewhere.
But they still were using the cathedral.
And they don't know that the cathedral is gone.
Yeah,
I do know that.
Now, these people up top probably don't know yet.
No, they don't.
So
that's why.
Because it's not been super long, but of course you did wait, so there's a small chance.
Yeah.
But the longer you waited, there's a longer chance to do.
But I also wanted to be under the cover of darkness, so yes.
But there's not acting like people.
Nobody. I mean, the guards.
They're not acting like they're upset because maybe if they.
I mean, I would imagine that if they did know that, they'd be a little more frantic right now.
Yeah, so that's probably.
I mean, that's
that's true. So you're thinking, so they don't seem upset.
Yeah.
So your best bet is probably where do these paladins stay at? Do they just go to a home? Is there a barracks?
So,
So-
well, I mean,
So do you want to observe them? Because right now, like, it's just a needle in a haystack because you didn't come to the district often.
no.
Um,
I mean, they're the only ones that I see, so it's not going to do me any good. They're standing guard there,
but,
so.
the more that you poke around, the more that you will look suspicious.
Well, that's not that I'm necessarily poking around. I'm just going to take a stroll.
No, but you've not really seen a lot of people doing strolls. You've seen people doing work. So you see them standing guard. You see people tending the lights. So there's been very few, almost
So-
everyone's doing something, maybe
So-
from cleaning to doing other things.
All right, so having taken notice of that as I'm walking down the street, if I see any lights, then I'll start casting task on them to relight them. So that, and I mean, between task and sacred flame, I'll have
Well,
those.
I'd say most of the lights there are lit with magic. They're not flames.
Okay.
But you did see people picking up trash or cleaning or various you could do tasks to try to
Yeah.
make sure, hey,
All the
trash,
trash is picked up, yeah.
do whatever. It's like, a trash can can move around or a basket, and pick up anything that needs to be picked up.
Okay. Do I see like any sort of bag or anything like that I could probably?
Now, there's a few places here. There's some bags.
Okay. So I'll walk over and pick one up, and
Mhm.
I'll start as I'm walking down through.
You do have the ability to make a mundane item. It's actually,
I do.
as a magic action, while holding your tinker tools, you can create one item in an occupied space for yourself in a provided list. And it's not matched. It doesn't have to. You can make many things, including a basket, pouch. It's a cool little list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is one of your core features.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, 'cause
you can do that one time right now.
It's a bottle, glass, net, tinderbox, bucket. Well, I can make myself a sack, and then I'll start filling a sack full of trash as I'm walking down through.
Okay. Yep. So like that, you whip it up and you have a sack. So then what you have tasks starts putting the stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So are you trying to do these around the areas to keep your eye on the paladins for them to maybe change their shift?
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea what time they're going to change shifts, but I'm going to walk up and down the streets picking up the trash and everything like that, and just kind of peeping in windows to see if I can see like a barracks or anything like that, a place of mass residence for soldiers, or see any place that might even have a symbol on a door or a signpost out front that says barracks or anything like that. So I'll spend the next couple hours doing that.
So far, most everything's just sort of shut up. You might, after being in school for so long, it doesn't take a lot of intelligence to maybe think of this. Is maybe you're like, maybe there's a curfew.
Yeah, which is very possible.
They've done something because at your time at school, you've also noticed that the district is very quiet after they do their celebration of the 7 at sundown. It's always been very quiet over there because again it borders the district that the school's in. So there's not been a lot of lights. It's been quite dark. Like once the celebration is done for this time. So but eventually, if you keep cleaning or so, after a few hours, you'll notice that there are some paladins coming down the street.
Okay. How many?
I want to say 2 coming in this direction.
Are they talking or?
No, they're just walking.
Okay.
It's like they're walking. Since they're coming from this direction, they're walking.
Are they coming towards me or coming up?
They're coming
behind me?
They're coming towards you, towards the core,
Towards the.
towards the square.
Okay. So I kind of look away from them and I really focus in on, staying hidden in plain sight. And I'm focused on, really, I'm trying to look for a really big pile of trash or something like that. That way I can focus
Just
on
do
that.
performance about how you're just going through to see, because it can be a little bit nervous if you.
9.
When they come by, you, like you sort of bump your sack or whatever, but they don't really pay a lot of mind. It's like one that sort of looks at you and it just keeps going. The look's probably sort of looking like you're just a trash urchin that's doing stuff. So it's far beneath the importance of a paladin, of course.
Okay. So as they're walking, I want to kind of tell them at a good distance, about 75 feet or so.
Okay. So these 2 get there, and they relieve two of the guards.
Okay. So walking up towards the cathedral, I want to be at least 100 feet away. That way I can kind of really watch.
Right. So at this point though, you probably don't want to get noticed though, just in case. So you probably do want to do a stealth if you're trying to come up to see.
Oh, well, that's a terrible 3.
So again, you come up and you happen to knock over another trash bin. So and one of the paladins that is leaving, looking over, and it's like, if this is your job, you need to do it well. So it's like, it seems like we have less and less people doing what they're supposed to. Pick that up since you knocked it over. Do you pick it up? Start
I
cleaning?
begin picking it up, with my bare hands, not magic.
It's like those that don't have a lot of ambition. So the other one goes, well, at least they're not being completely lazy. So I guess just doing just enough is better than nothing.
I continue picking it up until it's all picked up and they start to walk away. I'm assuming this is the 2 paladins.
Yeah,
that
the
was
2
relieved.
leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the 2 leaving. They do not go back the direction that the other 2 came from.
Yeah, I hurry and pick everything up. And then I tell them at an even further distance.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to just do a perception just to hear. But they make a lot of noise because they're heavily armored, 2 of them walking.
And I'm in no armor.
No, so you're coming through. So you're trying to stay clear of them pretty far.
In vision, so I've got 120 feet in the dark. So.
And they like, you follow them, and they eventually both stop at a place, and they go into this what looks like an old inn. It's not huge. It's not slow, or it's not. It's definitely not small. It's bigger than what maybe 2 people would use.
So, is there a way to describe the inn for me?
Well, just think of it as your stereotypical inn. There's probably some big doors, and there's some windows on the outside. There's probably a place that you could sit outside, but no one's really sitting outside.
All right. So there's some windows. Is there lighting on the inside?
Yes, it is lit from the inside.
All right. So I walk to the corner of the building, and I kind of look in without really looking in. A noticeable look from the shadows.
Well, there are shutters still closed, but the light's on, so you see the creases in the outline these.
Okay.
When the door opened up from the walk-ins, when you saw the most light, it let you know there was a lot of light, and then of course they closed up. But the window shutters are there, and you may see like, hey, there's some lines here, and there's the outline of it.
Okay.
So,
I
do you try to look through the crease of the shutters?
I'm trying to look through the crease. Yeah.
Okay. You look through, and there's a few people in there. When you look through, the room that you look through, you see one of the paladins taking their armor off, and it's like, and they take everything off, and they're sitting aside, so they're nude right there, putting their armor on the bed. At this point, you notice that your little doll's looking out of your pocket through the crease. She can see much better than you. She's like, wait a minute.
This is not the time.
So she said, he's much taller than you.
Quiet.
Look at all those muscles.
Quiet. I can't.
Yeah, tap and snap me like a twig.
I'll get back in the pocket.
But you couldn't even bend me.
Get back in the pocket. And I kind of push her down.
So, before she goes, she comes over to your orb of remembrance, and then gets into your pocket, and then she starts sewing again.
So
Now, what you do see though, the reason, again, it's like he is covered in tattoos. So, but you don't. I don't think these are necessarily tattoos. So, what do you think, in your experience, what those probably are that's on him?
Scars.
No, not scars.
Not scars.
So, in your dealings with the school, what would you think that those are?
Oh, then they're runes.
So, yeah, he's covered in runes. Like, in your mind, you weren't really thinking that he was necessarily nude so much until the doll sort of reacted that way into it, and sort of, because again, he's got so much stuff all over him.
Is there any other runes that I recognize?
You're not a rune expert.
No, I'm not, but I mean, I've had rune study class, so...
Yeah, you've had some, but you never really chose to study runes.
No.
So like,
I didn't
but you have classmates that are really good
yeah.
at runes. If you could try to copy them or remember them.
Looking at them, how much is the paladin just kind of standing there, or is he talking? Is he? No,
he's taking his armor. He's like, there's a stand for him, so he's putting all his armor and stuff through there.
So I reach down and grab my orb of remembrance, and as I'm visually looking at these runes, I want to try and implant a visual of the runes into the orb.
Okay.
If I'm able to do
yeah,
that.
so, you can.
I can. So I want to capture as many of the runes as I possibly can.
Okay. So you go through, but you can show them the dilly, or you can show them to your classmates.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you can see what some of these runes are.
Okay. How many runes am I able to see?
There's a bunch. But there's a very large one on his back. And there's some small ones on his shoulders, and it's like through there. It's just, they're all over. There's probably dozens.
Okay. Well, do I see any more paladins in there? How many?
This
Just
one
that
window.
one?
It's like this. It's a small slit.
Okay. Well, I'm not pressing my luck with that. So I'm gonna I'm gonna walk around on the back side of the inn. Do I see anything down along the back side? Is it an alleyway or a main street?
It's a little alley, like that was long.
Is there anything down it? I mean,
there's probably some trash cans and some other stuff that they've set out.
do I see like a cellar entrance or anything like that anywhere?
Well, there's a back door. It's probably used to be where the waiters came in and out. The door's closed.
Okay, that's just a back door, not a cellar entrance or
Mm-mm.
anything like that. Is there a way? Is this a one-story inn, or
I
how
said
many
there's
stories?
two.
2
So there's
stories.
two.
Is there a way up to the second story without climbing? Is there like a set of steps or a ladder or
Mhm.
anything like
So
that?
that must be inside.
Okay. I was curious. I mean, some of them might, some 2-story buildings might have an outdoor entrance. So, I'm not pushing my luck with any of that. So, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna walk away from here. Is there anything down further past the street?
Well, again, if you go far enough, you're going to be out
Yeah.
of the district.
Well, I mean, how far away am I from the district? Edge.
You've not been in this section, so you really
So
don't
I really
know.
have no idea.
Because you're like, but you know that usually there are paladins that are on the outside too.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I don't want to get too close to the edge, but I want to.
When you got to here, you didn't see any paladins in the distance.
Then I'm going to walk down a little bit further, still picking up trash. And
You want to do that until you can see a paladin. At the end
until
of
I
the
see
street.
something,
Okay.
something that catches my eye.
Yeah. So you move far enough, and eventually, like I said, you'll see. You eventually get close enough, and you'll see a paladin, 1 paladin 7, and then there's always guards on the other
Yeah.
side.
Okay. So, well, I didn't see any buildings that I might find important or anything.
Mm-mm.
Oh, man, they really don't have that much in here, do they?
There's a lot less people in here than there was. They did have undesirables, so to speak, that was here. They are not here anymore.
Not here anymore.
So they used to have people coming in and out all the time, and they're not now.
They're not now.
There definitely seems to be a curfew.
Yeah. Alright then. Well, I'm turning around and I'm walking back to the inn.
Okay, so
Because I really... I want to see if there's anything else I might be able to find out there in the inn. Because, I mean, there's got to be... There's got to be a place where the leaders and stuff like that stay. Unless they're
Somewhere.
flying on blind faith and alone, so... But I would still think that there would be a head paladin.
well, I will say though that you did experience a paladin that had a lot of magic. So he seemed to be doing stuff. Are there more of those? Are there less of those?
Commission.
Do
So-
you dare go inside to try to find documents? How do they? It's like they're definitely not using the neocomms to share information.
No. So walking back by the inn while I'm still looking around trying to find trash, I walk over to. Is there any shutters open on the outside?
That's shut down. So far, everywhere you've went, apparently the shutters are to be closed. And there's hardly any light other than these few magical lights here and there. There's no flames, or it's just every little bit. It is.
So
You can look in the distance of the rest of the city, and there's way more light everywhere, even at this time of night.
all right. So once I've made my trip back up to the inn, do I see anybody on the street near the inn?
Not just.
It's empty.
It's
Everything's
mostly empty.
mostly empty.
So
What's
it's
mostly?
just you hear sound here and there, but No one's coming in and out of the inn.
No one's coming in and out of
But there are alleys. You were in an alley. There are, you can't see everything.
it.
So you believe that there's no one around. So, but you can do an insight if you wish.
Okay. 9. Heck, what's up with me and the 9s?
Well, all I can say with your insight is, even though that you were in a monastery in the sticks, there was always someone watching the gate, and they weren't inside. They definitely wouldn't be inside where they couldn't see outside. So there's a chance that if you're watching them, you could be being watched yourself.
I mean, I've been.
Because the Order of the Seven didn't just have paladins.
That's true. So, as I'm kind of walking around the inn and continuing picking up trash, I kind of glance up to see if I can see anybody on a tower or anything.
I do feel at this point, with sort of the realization, is there's a little small sense of dread. To be like, am I being watched? If not, I should be being watched. If I'm not being watched, why am I not being watched? It's like there's this questions in your mind. But the more likely you start feeling like, maybe someone's watching.
Not been attacked yet, so.
But you've really not done anything just yet either.
No.
So, just a peeping Tom.
Performing task.
That alleyway had trash in it. So maybe you realize that you got lucky because you're like, oh, I've been doing trash and I'm in an alley with trash. So maybe.
So.
I will say more likely, even though you're using your passive insights, like there's probably more than one of these houses, definitely through here, because you saw 2 other paladins come from a different direction, and these are just 2 that you came.
Yeah. So, what direction did this paladin or these 2 paladins lead me in versus where the other 2 paladins come from?
Yeah. Well, the others came from one direction, so you
Was it
so
north,
you can
south, east, or west?
I'll say that these like the ones came southeast, and this one, and then these came back from northeast.
So I'll slowly, tidy up around right there at the end. You said these went northeast, so I'll start making my way southeast.
From the direction that the other paladins came. Okay.
So, what's the street like down this way?
They're all very similar.
Oh,
like I said, it's a hub spoke. It's very, very close. The going towards your school, it was where a lot of the shops and other things, because that's where majority of people got on and off of the train, would come through there and in and out through that way. So once you came in, that sort of spoke. That was sort of it leading to the school and the train station. Many of the students used to come here too, from what you heard. So, but of course that's not a thing now either. But the rest is a lot of residential. There was not a lot of work done here. There were a few shops, but mostly selling things of the religion.
Are any of those shops still there?
Probably. You probably can find something. You've been seeing, duck and peach symbols everywhere, but it's a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
It's almost on every door because no one hides.
Have I seen anything in here that was not duck and peach?
So far, no. So far.
So a question that I'm asking myself is, how are they getting food into the
They're allowed to come in and out. Anyone can come in and out
if they allow it.
if they allow. But the knights, like you spoke to them before, is that the rules of the 7 are only applied inside of the district of 7. But if you go outside of that, then you must respect the laws.
So they're leaving out and going and retrieving food.
Yeah, many people work outside, but no one's really coming into the district anymore.
Okay.
But it's very dreary.
And a little bit too quiet. So, being right down here close to where I can cross over into the schools district and stuff, do I see like any observation towers or anything like that here?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
It doesn't look like anything's been built. It's been, like I said, almost time has stopped for these. When it comes night, it's just everything just shuts down. So everything's turned off. There's very little light. Again, there's very little light. The little light that they're putting out there is, barely enough for someone to see. It's just a very faint light. It's almost like don't run into a building type light. I'd even go as far to say, like, if you had looked out your window and looked in the district, that light was so dim and light, it didn't even look like from the school that there was any lights being active. Okay. And it's low and it's enough that just sort of lights a little bit. But there's definitely rules about the lights. Every shutter's closed. Every door's closed.
Not gathered enough information to make me comfortable, but I don't know what else I'm going to be able to gather with everybody all shuttered up. So I'm going to gradually make my way back towards where the cathedral was at.
Okay.
And so about how far apart are the corners? I mean, because the cathedral was not a perfect square or anything like that.
Yeah,
Would it have been more like a rectangle? So I'm going to walk out on from the street and everything, and as I'm trying to see if there's any trash or anything like that along the cathedral where the hole is and everything, I'm also going to glance to see if the paladins are even taking notice of me.
Well, they don't move, they don't react.
Okay.
But each of them were looking out, facing different directions. So it's quite a large hole.
Yeah. So if they're not really paying any attention to me, I'm gonna, be observant for trash along the path, but I'm gonna get up real close to the hole.
Right. But along the edge of the hole, like, people's left things. There's offerings, there's prayers, there's old food, there's much that has been left there. There's drawings, there's letters. Which
is good. So I'm gonna try and peep over the hole and see if I see anything. See if I can see anything straight down.
Okay. So are you trying to do it?
No, I mean not straight down. You
But
know,
you're
I
trying
mean,
to not be noticed, like you're trying to be nonchalant about it.
well, I mean, it's not that I'm not trying to be nonchalant or anything like that. I'm just being observant, so to speak. I mean, I'm just walking along, picking up trash,
Yeah.
and I just kind of look
And
over.
you look down, and when you look down, like you hear a voice, and somehow one of the paladins is like right beside you. You said, "You know you can fall." He's like he's right there.
Just, I drop my head and just trying to remember what happened here this day.
He said, "I was wondering if they were going to bring someone to collect some of the decay that's here. So make sure to pick up all the old food before it becomes more of a problem."
Yes, sir.
So, and he goes over, and don't get too close to the edge.
I would hate to fall in, sir.
I'd hate to report that someone has fallen into that well.
No one has fallen in?
Oh no, we've had people falling in. It's like we had people jumping in. I thought you were one of those that was about to those crazies to end it all.
I have a job to do. I will not.
See, purpose. Keeping sloth and other things. Purpose keeps people going.
Yes, sir.
So not the easy way of just jumping down into the hole and ending it. The laziness. They didn't deserve to be in the district anyway.
I agree.
So hurry up, pick these up as quick as you can and get out and avoid the edge.
I nod. Now start picking up.
Okay?
Does he return back to his post?
Yeah,
or-
he's back to where he's back there.
So I'll start cleaning up.
And you realize that he doesn't walk over there. He pops back to where he's supposed to go.
Pops.
It's just whew, and back.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's how he got there without you knowing.
Mhm.
Because he misty step basically, or some type of quick step.
Yeah, there's a few. So, well, as I'm picking up the trash, I kind of touch my remembrance orb and make note of that.
Mm-hmm. More likely how they are, so they could pop very easily, pretty much anywhere along this opening for the most part, and be covered around or shift around very easy from where they're stationed.
Okay. So I'll do a complete 360 around the hole, just
picking it all up.
picking up what I would deem as, like old food and trash. But I mean, if there's like stuff that should be there, I'll leave it.
Okay, so you're gonna leave it like that. There are letters.
Yeah.
There are.
I mean, I'll arrange the letters and everything with the. I'll look to see if I can find a rock or something like that to kind of hold the letters in place. That way,
Okay, so
make sure that they do not.
and you don't try to take any of them or anything.
I'm gonna try and read a couple of them, as I'm picking stuff up if it's sitting there. I mean, as I'm picking up the stuff, I'm gonna look and see if there's anything that, kind of read over them and see if there's anything that might be noteworthy.
Okay. So, where you pop up, and then, of course, another paladin pops in right beside of you. He says, "Are you interested in being a priest, son?" It's like, we are looking for those that wish to answer the call of others.
I was actually just curious if you want the letters picked up and thrown away too.
So, No, the priests will come and take care of that in the morning. So that's why I asked. Do you wish to follow the shepherd's teachings?
I don't know the shepherd.
It's like, well, but you will if you really wish it.
I don't wish it right now. I wish to remain on my duty.
Well, the priests come in first light. And if you really wish to help people and help our people, so be a priest. It's like we need priests as much as we need warriors. And with your frame, I would say a priest would be very, very beneficial.
Noted.
So,
Thank you.
it's nice to see that you pick up the light trash. And the paladin's quite large, so.
Yeah. I'm not as strong as some of the others.
He said, strength isn't just with muscles, but it's with the mind. You, like everyone here, we start small by picking up trash, by lighting darkness in an ever dim way, by following the rules that we set in the law, the law of the seven. It can sometimes be painful, but we know, thanks to the pain and the law, we will find the way.
I just nod.
So, and poof, he's back to his spot.
Back to the spot. I'm like, just thinking to myself, I'm like, these guys are everywhere, but they're nowhere. So, am I able to read any of the wording on any of these letters just as I'm picking up some other stuff?
Do you wish to stop and try to read some?
Well,
letters?
I mean, the way that you described it, there is a big pile of certain
they're
things.
all over the place. They're not piles. They're just there's letters that are scattered all over the place.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
But
that there's like big
but they're
piles of food and
Yeah,
other
they're
things.
not organized or anything. There's just like
Okay,
it's just
well,
along the lip of it. So.
While I'm picking up the food and I'm rearranging the letters, I mean, I want to see if I recognize or see if I can read any of the words that are on these letters as I'm picking up the food to stick it in the sack.
Well, a lot of them are rolled up scrolls.
Oh, okay.
It's like a lot of them have the religious symbols on them.
Okay,
So
I'm not
they're
unrolling those.
You know, so they're not just a piece of paper thrown through. They're sketches of like people that have been drawn and there's things like that. But most of these letters, like they're official. They're like they were official that they've been wrote by someone and they have family seals on them. There's some crests.
Do I recognize any other crest?
So there's variations of like ducks and peaches through. You know, there's some. There's one crest of there. It looks like someone with hands holding a duck up, and there's another that looks like a peach tree and a hands reaching and plucking a peach from it. But they're every one of them like these are like family. A lot of family crests or whatever.
Okay.
But they all have variations, but they're not the official religious symbol. They're all
some variation.
Yeah, a variation to prove who they are and what they think.
All right, so I'm gonna sit the sack down. Well, I mean, is there a great big pile of stuff that's anywhere close to me or anything like that? I mean,
like it's lined. It's just
lined.
littered
all right.
along the hole.
So
it's very easy that you could grab some of this stuff with the trash and tuck it.
That's I'm planning on. I want to just grab like a big heaping scoop and try and make sure that at least one of the rolled scrolls is kind of in it and everything like that.
Yeah.
I want to throw it in
It wouldn't be very difficult to throw it into your sack.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do that and try and take at least one
Okay.
just to see.
Okay. So yeah, so you just, like I said, just sort of scoop it up and just slide your hand. Just do a sleight of hand just to see how well that goes.
13.
Okay. So no paladin poofs over.
Okay.
So you just throw it in and you cover the scroll up with the other
More trash.
trash.
Yep.
So your little doll sneaks out of your pocket and sort of jumps into the sack. So, and she says, "I got you." So, and she comes up to the scroll and she shrinks the scroll down in the trash bin, and she holds it tight and climbs back up and gets into your pocket.
Okay. So I finish cleaning up the area and everything, and I get up from, or I stand up from there, and I start taking start walking away. So.
Okay. So one paladin says, "I'd like to see you in the morning. So you did good work. And it's the little things that reward. Eventually, it's like we all move up to where we're supposed to be, where we're all supposed to be rewarded."
I just nod and drop my head back down, so I'm still covered with my cloak, and I walk away.
Okay. So which direction are you walking?
Away from the school area. I want to. So if I remember correctly from your map, the school is on the eastern side, or kind of.
Yeah, the school is actually towards the west. The District 7 is to the east.
Flip it around.
On your map?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this 7 was here and the school was down here.
So no, the 7's right, but it's drawn like this, but north is
Okay.
like that.
All right. So I'm wanting to go the opposite direction of the school.
Okay, so that would take you to the real old slums, the oldest, the slum of the slums. If you want to head out that way.
Not entirely. So,
Because you all have not went past that too much, because there's the old slums, and then that actually starts leading you to the forest areas.
yeah, I'm not wanting to go that way. So,
If you go south, go down
south,
to the
you go-
south. That takes you back into the regular slums, what they call the old slums, but it's not. It's just the old part of town.
Okay, I'm gonna walk down that way, and gonna be looking for any type of spot that it looked like where they probably dumped all of their trash and everything. Have I seen a place like that where they put it?
It looks like it's mostly in corridors. Remember how you saw it at the? So they sort of take it off the street and they put it.
In a corridor.
They put it in these alleys. So more likely someone else, like you all collect it, put it there, and someone else comes and gets it.
Okay, so I'm gonna start making my way towards one of those corridors with that great big sack, and I'm gonna get to that corridor and I'm gonna post that sack up right there.
Yeah. So just
The doll's back in my pocket,
Yeah,
correct?
she's back in there. She's got this letter.
Okay, good. So whenever I post it up to that corridor, is there like any like shelter or anything like that where I might be completely concealed at? Do I see anything visually around through there?
There's a few houses here and there that just don't look like they have any light through the shutters or completely dark. So, are you trying to find a building that's
Nothing. Yeah.
that's nothing in it?
Yeah. I mean, if I walk up to one of the, or walk right by one of them, reach over and touch the door and see if, or touch the door handle and see if it opens.
I would say at this point you've seen a lot of the houses that have symbols on them. You could probably find one that's dark and doesn't have the peach and duck on it. Might not be occupied. That's your
Okay, well,
best.
I'm going to look for one and see
Okay.
if I can find one.
Well, you usually look and find one. So the question is, do you try to sneak into it?
I walk up to the door and is it a twist knob or is it like a push?
It's like a latch.
A latch?
You lift it up and it will.
So I lift up on it and see if it opens.
Okay, so it lifts up and it's not locked.
So if I push the door open, do I see anything inside?
Okay. So how quiet are we trying to be? You trying to be quiet about it?
Well, I mean, not super loud or anything like that, but you know.
Okay. So, all right. So you open it up and there's a dusty, dirty home. There's some tables and chairs and some old shelves and things like that in this first room. Doesn't look like it's been disturbed for a while.
Alright, so how many rooms are in this house?
Right now, you're just in the main door coming through. Looks like there's a room over to the right side, and there's some steps that go up on the left. It looks like you can go up to upstairs.
Go up to the upstairs. Don't really want to go upstairs or anything like that, but I mean, looking around on the first floor, do I see anything? I mean, that looks as if somebody's been living here.
Well, there's dusty.
Just dusty.
You know, like it. So either someone's a slob with no footprints. It's dirty.
Okay. How far away am I from the old district from here?
Not too far.
Not too far.
So, do you stay in this foyer, or do you check the room to your right?
I'm gonna check the room.
Okay. So on the ground floor, you go into the right, and when you come through the door, it startles you. It looks like there's someone there
Looks like someone's there
in the dark.
in the dark.
The complete utter dark. It looks like they're standing in the room, but you may do a perception check.
13.
So it's an elf
It's an elf.
that has been hung. Their feet are 3 or 4 inches off the ground. Just hanging there.
Long dead.
Very, very long dead. It's like they were just left there.
I'm gonna check the elf for any. I'm gonna check to see if there's anything on the elf, any form of identification or any other letters of importance.
Yeah, generally, unless they're nobles, they didn't really have crests or seals.
Okay.
So everything's been removed. Of course, their faces skeletal in nature because it's rotted, but you do see though that their face was branded.
Troublesome. Alright, well, knowing that the elf has been hung,
Because at this point, that was almost 8 months ago.
yeah, so it is quite skeletal.
Yeah, it's very dried out. Crunchy might be the word if you messed with it too much, but I'm saying that's only if you touch it. Like he's been long, it's not swing. It's long been just there.
Alright, well, I'm gonna walk upstairs then, knowing that this elf's dead, and I'm gonna see if there's any other signs of something that's.
Yes, the rest of his family is upstairs, and I will leave the detail at that. So all branded
All branded.
and all hung.
And everything's been taken, anything that
Yeah,
tell me who they were or anything like that.
Yeah, like all religious symbols were taken. Like there's nothing.
Nothing.
Like just it was cleaned out. There's plenty of things of value still here, but there's no religious anything other than
Okay. Well, what do I see there?
just belongings, clothes, just toys. It's just things that are in a normal house, but nothing was taken. Looks like someone came in, branded them, and hung them, and left, and has not been back. Not a second thought.
Not a second thought. It's disturbing. All right, then. Well, is there windows or anything like that upstairs?
They're all closed. And
they're all shutters.
They're all shut.
Okay. Well, at this point, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to make my way down. Down the steps, and I'm going to walk up to the door, and I'm going to step out the door, but I'm going to ease the door closed behind me, and I'm going to make my way out of the district of the 7.
So you see, there's one paladin there, and there's several knights that are still stationed. The paladin is standing in the dark. But of course, the knights of the realm are standing there with torches, lighting the way out.
Okay.
So, the paladin doesn't take any mind to you.
Yeah.
So
I didn't accomplish all the goals that I wanted to do, but I've got some ideas for next time. That's what I'm thinking to myself.
So you head back to the school.
Make my way into the old district, and I am observant. I am looking around profusely, making sure that I'm not being followed. Which, of course, I know I've got invisibility up, but I wanted to make sure that nobody is there. And then I'm gonna find a little covered spot or something, and I'm gonna drop invisibility over in the district.
Yeah. Now there's people. Even at night. There's some people that move
Yeah,
around.
that's why I want to make sure that I am away from everybody.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm in a concealed area. I don't want to startle anybody from all of a sudden appearing.
So duck into an alley and just sort of pop up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And then once I do that, then is there a pub anywhere close by?
Yeah, there's definitely probably several.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to one of them, and I'm going to. Well, I'm gonna see if one of them's open for starters
Oh yeah, they're pubs. They're open.
all the time.
They're
so-
open late.
I'm gonna walk inside, and I'm going to greet the bartender or the person behind the desk, and I'm gonna ask him for a bottle of their own.
Okay. So they ask if you think you can handle it.
This is not for me, sir.
Okay. So he gives you.
Okay. Then I'll turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Your little doll says, "Is it for me?"
Can you handle that?
He said, "I can soak it up with the best of them."
I'm sure you probably could. But another time. So I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk back out, and I'm gonna go to the train and get on the train.
Okay.
And go back to the school.
You head back to the school. Nothing much different. It looks the same as it is during the day, just at night.
So I'm gonna enter in the school, not really looking over at the 7, but once I enter the gate of the school, then I'm gonna turn and look and see if there's any of the 7 guards that are standing over there still.
Yep, there's always one.
Always one there? Okay. Just wondering. Making sure. Now, see Bella?
Not really, but like she might be in the observatory. It is almost daytime.
So, I'm gonna walk over to the observatory and I'm gonna lightly knock on the door so you can get an answer from her.
She might not be there.
I'm gonna still knock just to see.
Oh, nothing happens right now.
Nothing happens.
She must be out.
Alright, I'm going to.
Because more than likely she would have come and yelled at you.
I expected that. I'm going to pull out the bottle of liquor, rum, and I'm going to fasten the letter around it, and I'm going to set it at the door.
Okay.
Alright. And then I'm going to walk in the school.
Okay. Do you head to your room?
I mean,
Does your door change at all?
right now, it's not quite as foggy, but it's not quite as foggy, but still looking. I mean, now there's more or less like a lot of little black holes amongst all that fog, because I still don't have the answers I was looking for. But I do have some information to take to some teachers, so.
Okay. Alright, I assume you lay down
Yeah,
for a short nap.
or a nap, yeah.
Or a short nap.
Yeah, I'll do.
And what we were left is, I wonder if your friends have made it back with Dante yet, or what they are doing, or we use the term friends
Yeah.
loosely.
Lightly.